Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 738, and today's topic of lecture is extraction and separation of alkaloids. And I have already discussed about the alkaloids and their general properties and how we can detect or test in presence of different alkaloidal reagents to precipitate them or with different color reaction, that is blue and purple color. Now I am going to discuss how to extract from plant sources. So the extraction of alkaloid from plant sources is very tedious, is very complex. The reason is that there are hundreds of phytochemicals, naturally occurring compounds. They are similar in structure of alkaloid. The similar type of organic compounds are there. They are very much related and they are homogeneous. It's very difficult to separate them from the alkaloids. So that's why it is very complex and tedious job to extract the alkaloids from plant sources. And as you know that most of the dicotyledon plants, means those seeds which are having two embryonic leaflets or dicot. One is monocot, one is dicot. So those seeds which are having dicot, they are rich in alkaloids and mostly from Solanaceae family. And these alkaloids, they are basic and they are associated, they are combined always in plant with organic acids like tartaric acid, citric acid, maleic acid, oxalic acids, and mostly they are found in leaves like tobacco. Tobacco leaf is very rich in alkaloids like marijuana leaf or Indian hemp, bhang, ganja. There are leaves are rich, and then fruit, bark and root. So what we are going to do, once we are aiming to extract, first we will collect the leaves of plant material, we can say, and then that plant material is dried in shade. Don't dry in the direct sunlight. So once it is dried, we will powder it, and that is called powder material, and that powder material commonly it is called drug. So that powdered material is first treated with aqueous, acidified aqueous extraction. So with that aqueous extraction with acid, all those alkaloids, they will be changed into mineral salts in presence of 2% either hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. And then this water extract is filtered, and that water extract is having alkaloid, and this alkaloid, aqueous extract or water extract is treated with alkali. Suitable alkali is ammonium hydroxide or sodium bicarbonate, so that that alkaloid is liberated. So once it is treated with alkali, the alkaloids are liberated in the water, and then that water extract is treated with suitable solvent. If I say suitable solvent, means that solvent should not be, it should not be miscible with water. Like if you are treating with alcohol, no, it is miscible, you will not get alkaloid. If you are treating with, for example, ethyl acetate, sometimes you will lose. So the best solvent is chloroform or ether, because chloroform is immiscible with water. So it is treated with chloroform, and there will be two phases. One is chloroform phase and other one is water phase. And once it is treated with that, so the alkaloidal compounds will be soluble in chloroform fraction, and that chloroform fraction is separated out, and then evaporate the chloroform, and we will get the separated alkaloid, and we can crystallize them. So that is how we can obtain the alkaloid from plant sources. And I have given here the simplified flow diagram of extraction of alkaloid, and that simplified diagram I have given, that is the same thing what I have already told you, and this write-up is for the students. They can copy down, and it will help a lot once they are going for the extraction, isolation, purification or structural establishment of alkaloids. It will help a lot. And this chapter I am delivering the lecture in such a way so that it is helpful to undergraduate, postgraduate as well as to PhD students also. So here, first, crude powder plant material. Crude powder plant material, I have already told you that you have to dry in shade and then make the powder, and that material is called drug. So this one is moistened with aqueous alkali, that is either Na2CO3 or NaSCO3, and that liberates alkaloids from their salts. So once we are treated with this, with moisten with little bit acidic, so that when it is treated with alkali, you will get free alkaloids, and that free alkaloids, then it is percolate with either benzene or any immiscible solvents or chloroform. Mostly when I was doing the phytochemical studies, my most favorite solvent for alkaloid was chloroform. I used to give to students to extract from chloroform. So, and that I have already written here, that with water, which should be immiscible solvent, then we will get a solvent layer will contain free alkaloid. So that solvent may be chloroform, maybe it is benzene, or maybe petroleum ether. They are immiscible in water. So that free alkaloid will be there. Now, then again it is extraction with 2% dilute acid. So that with that treatment, the alkaloidal salt obtained in acid layer. So it will form the alkaloidal salt, because that base will combine with 2% HCl, and you will get the acid layer. Then treat with alkaline, that is ammonium hydroxide, again to convert into base. Once it is liberated from that layer, then once it is treated with ammonium hydroxide, then you will get free alkaloid, bases are liberated. And this liberated alcohol extract with chloroform. Here you are going to use chloroform. And here let me make it very clear. Once I gave this program to his master student to extract the alkaloid, and by treating with water and chloroform, and he came and he told us, sir, I am not getting the alkaloid. I said that your alkaloid will be in chloroform phase and layer, in chloroform fraction. He said, sir, I am checking chloroform fraction, but I am not getting. Then I asked, what are you doing? He was doing in separating funnel, because separating funnel is like this. Just roughly I am showing you. So this is your separating funnel. So what he was taking, he was doing that water. There are two, they are immiscible. One is water layer and one is chloroform layer. Now here I am going to tell you which layer will be chloroform layer, upper or lower. Because I asked the student to bring the separating film and show me in front of me. So he was showing the upper layer, chloroform layer. I asked, why it is you are showing that upper layer is chloroform? He said, sir, it is organic solvent. And they are lighter than water. Water is having density 1. I said, that is the problem. I said, the lower layer is chloroform layer and upper layer is water layer. He was shocked because that's why sometimes in science, you cannot go by assumption. Before doing anything, you read it. The density of chloroform is 1.49. The density of water is 0.9997. That is equal to 1. So water density is less than chloroform density. So definitely it is lighter than chloroform. That's why the chloroform layer will be lower layer and upper layer will be water. So this layer is your chloroform layer and this layer will be your H2O water layer, and this layer this one which is separated, this is your containing alkaloid. So this type of mistakes are committed when we are not very clear about the solvents density, solvents polarity. Because if suppose you are extracting alkaloid and you are using methyl alcohol, ethyl acetate, you are not going to get because they are miscible with water. Methyl alcohol, butanol, ethyl alcohol, they are all miscible. So you cannot get the separate phase, separate layer of water and organic solvent. So the best solvent for alkaloid, best means, as per my experience, treat with chloroform or petroleum ether or benzene. Out of all these, the solubility I have seen for alkaloid, best is chloroform. So in this way, once it is treated, and this with chloroform, and it contains alkaloid, you collect this fraction and then evaporate this chloroform, and you will get the crystalline form of alcohol. That is what I have given here. So the organic layer, this is your organic layer, chloroform layer. With alkaloids, wash with water. You are washing with water over sodium sulfate, filter, evaporate, filtrate to dryness. Residue obtained is crude alkaloid, purify and crystallize, and after that purification with this, your crystal of alkaloid will be obtained. So, as you know, phytochemistry is very complex research, and here lot of hit and trial methods are there. Lot of manipulation, lot of common sense, lot of different type of variables of solvents and their polarity, their solubility works. Nothing is 100% guaranteed here. So that's why in medicinal chemistry, especially once we are dealing with plant products, is very lengthy. Sometimes it takes 6 months only to extract with organic solvents. Even with this treating with chloroform and aqueous layer in separating funnel, several times you have to do whole day to see that how much it is extracted in chloroform layer from aqueous layer, and vice versa sometimes from that to water side. So the one scheme A I have given, first one, and second I am giving. We can also try this scheme diagram, that is B. So in the case of B, what we are going to do, the simplified flow diagram of extraction of alkaloid. So we will take the same powder material, which is dried under the shade, that is drug, and it is treated with basic water, water plus base. Base can be any alkali. So with that, what will happen? Alkaloid converted into free base. So in that case, that alkaloid will be converted into free base, and then you treat with chloroform. And after getting that base of the alkaloid, then you treat with chloroform. You will get two fraction. One fraction, that is chloroform phase, other fraction, that is water phase, that is called aqueous phase. So aqueous phase is the mixture of acids, glycosides, sugars, and other water soluble pigments. All impurities will be there in water phase. And then your chloroform phase will contain alkaloids, resins, fats, and waxes. Now this chloroform phase you are going to treat with dilute HCl 2% to acidify it. Once it's acidified in presence of water, again you are going to get two phases. One phase is that is acidic aqueous phase. One is with acidic aqueous phase, and other one is chloroform phase. Just forget about chloroform phase. Now with this acidic aqueous phase, it is having the salt, because acid and base will react and there will be formation of salt, and that salt will become mineral salt of alkaloid, and that will be soluble in water. So your aqueous layer here phase will contain alkaloid and not that chloroform phase. This one then you treat with ammonium hydroxide. Once it is treated with ammonium hydroxide, extract, then you extract with chloroform, that separating from I have already shown you. So in that treating with chloroform, your chloroform phase will be having alkaloid, and all the alkaloids will be extracted out, and then remove the solvent. Solvent means your chloroform solvent, evaporate it, and you will get the crystal of alkaloid. So what we have seen, in flow of diagram of A and B, the same thing I have written here. Extraction of alkaloid. Alkaloids occur mainly in plant of dicotyledons family and are localized mainly in leaves, seeds, bark, and roots. They are combined with organic acids, and these organic acids are lactic acid, oxalic acid, maleic acid, citric acid, and tartaric acid. The extraction of alkaloid from plant material is very difficult because of the several related compounds closely are present, and with them the plant material is powdered and digested with water, then diluted with 2% hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. That is called acidulation, or you are acidifying. And with that acidification, it will be alkaloid will be liberated in the form of mineral salt, and the mineral salts of the alkaloid, being water soluble, pass into solution, and the aqueous extract is then filtered and basified by adding alkaline like solution, that is called ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH, and the liberated alkaloid is recovered by treating it with solvent like chloroform, benzene, ether, or ethyl acetate. And out of this, the best solvent is chloroform. And after the recovery of chloroform, the solvent is evaporated, and then we will get the crystals of alkaloid. So with this I will stop, and now in the next lecture I am going to discuss some chromatographic technique like column chromatography, thin layer chromatography or paper chromatography to purify the mixture of alkaloids which are extracted. So thank you very much for watching the lecture.